When it comes to recording audio in FL Studio, there are many ways to do it. We're going to specifically take a look at recording into the playlist. This way your audio gets directly recorded into the arrangement and you can hear it alongside your other parts. So let's take a look at how we can do that. Alright, so now I would like to record some audio into this playlist. I have a very simple arrangement here. Let's have a quick listen to this. Awesome. On track 4, I would like to record audio. So I'll right-click track 4 here, switch to track mode, audio track, and I'll choose insert number 7. I'm also going to rename this. I'll call this GTR for guitar. And then in the mixer, we will see track number 7 is also labeled GTR, and we have that link established. All right, let's close out of here. I'm going to set the input for this track. Click over here and choose input 1. I have my guitar plugged in here. I want to do external input recording only, so I'll choose yes over here. And the track is armed, and if I play on my guitar, you can hear the signal going through. All right, now we need to be in song mode, which makes sense because we're recording into this playlist here. We have some options that we can enable here, similar to when recording MIDI. So I can turn on the metronome, but I already have a drum pattern, so I don't think I'll need that. I do need a count-in, so I'll leave that on. We'll talk about this blend recording eventually. For now, I'll keep it off, and I'll also turn off this loop recording option. All right, so let's go ahead and hit the record button. I'm recording audio into the playlist as an audio clip, so I'll select that, and I'll record. And there we have the audio recording. You notice that the recording was continuing beyond the arrangement, and it only stopped when I hit the stop button. All right, let's disable this record mode. Let's also disarm the track, and let's have a quick listen to this. Now let's say I don't quite like this take and I would like to record a different take. The first thing I'll have to do is to mute this clip. So I'm going to hold down Option and click to mute this specific audio clip, and now I can just record over again. I'll arm the track, choose recording here, and choose audio into playlist here. And now you can see here we have a second track with the new recording. And you can see on the second track, the name is the same as the first one, and it's linked to the first track. So let's have a listen to this. Now I can choose to unmute the first one, and we can have both running simultaneously. Of course, in this case, it's going to sound very chaotic. Let's have a quick listen to this. So we're hearing both those takes, and interestingly, both those takes are going into track number 7. We can also verify that by double-clicking the clip, and you can see here this is routed to track 7, and this is also routed to track 7. So every time you add a new take, you want to make sure to mute the previous one, otherwise you'll be hearing double, triple, quadruple, all depending on the number of takes you have. All right, I want to trim this take out a little bit. We don't have any information over here, so I'm going to pull this back. You notice how it's snapping to the grid in kind of an awkward position, not quite at the beginning of the bar. So I'll hold down Option, that's Option on a Mac or Alt on a PC, and that'll disable the snapping feature, and we can set it to exactly the position we want. There's also this very handy fades option, so make sure to click over here to show the fade editing controls, and I can add a little fade out at the end there. I can also choose to add a fade in if I want. In this case, I don't want a fade in, so I leave it as is. And over here, we can also adjust the gain. So I can make this clip louder, or I can even make it quieter. All right, so that's the process to record audio directly into the playlist.